I'm Randy Reid, editor of the EdisonReport, and we are in Chicago, and I am joined by Emmanuel Dieppedalle, the CEO of OSRAM Opto. Emmanuel, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you, Randy.
Well, nice to meet you, and thank you for coming, and I understand you just got off a plane from Malaysia.
Absolutely.
And you came straight here. So,
Absolutely.
Well,
I just put a tie to come.
Well, I appreciate you making time for our audience.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, over the last year, your sales have grown by about 300 million euro.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, given what's happening in our industry worldwide. Tell us how you did that.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, as a matter of fact, the sales have grown a lot last year, and we grew in all the segments. So in automotive, in infrared, as well as in general lighting. I'm in charge of general lighting, and we grew by gaining market share on the market in all these three segments, and also by investing a lot on R&D in the last few years. OSRAM Opto is investing a lot in the development of LEDs, epitaxy, package LEDs. We're also building new capacity in all the three sites, in Germany, in Regensburg, as well as in China, in Wuxi, and in Penang, where we are opening a new facility, which is Kulim, the Kulim factory. So that's the world's largest 6-inch fab for LEDs that we have opened recently. So we have opened that in November 2017, and we are currently in the ramp-up phase. And we'll be producing mid-power and high-power LEDs for the general lighting segments over there.
And that over there?
Over there.
For worldwide?
For worldwide consumption. So from Kulim, which is in Malaysia, we are shipping LEDs to all our customers in the world. And we are also doing M&A. So we have recently acquired a company which is called PLT, which is making quantum dot phosphors. But we also, it's in Oregon, in the US. And we have also acquired a new company where we have just announced a few weeks ago, which is Vexar, which is doing VCSEL LEDs, so for sensing, etc. So we are investing a lot in the LED domain, and that's how we can grow our top line.
So most of your production is China still?
So most of our production now is in Penang, in Malaysia, for the front end. We have a little bit of production in China for some of the back end. So it's divided between China, Malaysia, and some in Europe.
Okay, excellent. Tell our audience a little bit about your markets. Which one is the largest market for you?
So the largest market for OSRAM Opto, it's definitely automotive. We are very strong in automotive. We have a long history in automotive because we have invested a lot in this market. We have very strong quality also, and all our LEDs are made in all the same factory, which is delivering for the automotive market. But we are growing a lot also on general lighting, and that's where we are putting a lot of investments, and that's the part that I'm responsible for.
Okay. But you are responsible for automotive as well?
I'm not.
Okay.
So one of my colleagues is responsible for it.
So let's speak about the general lighting market and tell our audience about some of the products that you are introducing.
Right. So at LightFair, we'll be introducing some new products which are very unique. One will be the CSP product that we are calling Pure. And that's a product which is one by one, which helps to do very tight packing, to do downlights, things like this. Another product will be the Osconic family of mid-power product.
What's it called?
Osconic.
Okay.
And Osconic, the uniqueness of this product, it's the lifetime. So we have worked a lot on the lifetime of the product, and we are now achieving very long lifetime, and that's why we are such as 75K hours, which is proven with all our testing that we have done. So we have delayed the introduction of this product until we could achieve the best lifetime. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be introducing this product in 0.2 watt, in 1 watt, and that's the product that we'll be showing at LightFair.
Mid-range?
It's a kind of high volume for offices, for outdoor also, because it's a very robust product.
And you're selling these components to luminaire manufacturers?
Absolutely, you're right. And my luminaire manufacturers are located in Europe, US, or China, Asia, also in Japan.
So and which one is the biggest market, the US?
The biggest market right now for us, it's probably Europe, which is a very large market. We are penetrating the US, where we have done a lot of designs also in the US, And of course, we are selling a lot in China. Because in China, we are shipping to all the customers which are assembling fixtures in China.
Okay, so the real benefits to LED historically have been the energy savings.
Right.
And now we're getting beyond that.
Right.
What are some of the features that you are offering?
So we have investing a lot on human-centric lighting, where we are introducing some LEDs, which is the Osconic 1620 0.2 watt, which helps to do luminaires, which will offer features as human-centric lighting. But we're also doing pixelated LEDs, which is very unique. And this is a technology which is coming from the automotive market, where the automotive manufacturers have invested a lot in this type of technologies. And that's now pixelated LEDs.
And I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so it means that you can address an LED by pixel. So it's an LED mounted on silicone,
Right.
and where you can address each pixel, and you have 1,000 pixels of 3 lumens each. So you have 3,000 lumens available in one LED, which will be 4 by 4 square millimeter, and you can address each pixel to do on and off light, which means that you can even display information on the floor. And these are LEDs which have been developed for automotive that we'll be introducing also for general lighting. And you can imagine that, for example, for a parking lot, when you make a luminaire in a parking lot, then you can have this LED and you can display information on the floor. You can display advertising, so the guy managing the parking can sell advertising to customers, say, hey, there's this big brand making a promotion on this nice product and you have 20% discount, etc. And then immediately the guy managing the street light or the guy managing the parking can have another revenue stream thanks to the lighting.
But I guess, and I appreciate that, but it's hard for me to kind of conceive of that. Is there any kind of projector or lens to focus this logo on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely.
And does the OEM put that in, or do
yeah.
you put
So
that in?
we can put it, but that's something usually that the OEM is going to put. So you put the LED, you put a lens on top of the LED, and then you'll be able to project the information. So of course it's more in private area that you'll be doing that, because road lighting, you have some regulations, etc. You cannot display what you want on the road. But in private area, you can imagine all kind of business model associated with this kind of LEDs. So we talk a lot about human-centric lighting, but you see now with these new LEDs, where you can address each pixel, you can have all kind of new business models also.
Are any of your customers doing this now?
So not now. We are working with some customers. They are evaluating the LED. They are trying to put some thoughts.
So
and I can
LightFair
tell you,
2019, we'll see this, right?
absolutely, you can start seeing some prototypes probably, because that's a product which is not yet in mass production in the automotive segment.
Okay.
But definitely in 2019, 2020, that's a type of LED that you'll be seeing. And that's the way for lighting manufacturer to be able to differentiate from the rest of the market. Instead of selling a luminaire at, give me a price, $100, suddenly you still sell the luminaire at $100, but you have something else to offer to your customer.
At EdisonReport, we try to cover products like that. Products that you,
Very
the
good.
manufacturer, can make a nice margin,
Right.
and now you're helping the luminaire manufacturers a nice margin, and
Right.
the lighting designer, and
Right.
the distributor.
Right.
All the channels
Right.
benefit
Right.
from that.
And you can see, Randy, that within OSRAM Opto, because we are so broad and because we are one of the top 2 largest LED manufacturers in the world, we're investing a lot in R&D. And because of all these applications, we can combine these applications and offer solutions to our customers. So I just talked about pixelated LEDs, I just talked about human-centric lighting, but we are also offering sensing LEDs, sensors, infrared LEDs. So with all of that, you can put an infrared or a sensor into a luminaire and detect presence in a room and send back the information to a backend, which is going to analyze the information and do something with these LEDs.
So let's talk about that, if we may, because I heard of this technology where it can sense occupancy in
Right.
rooms and buildings.
Right.
and then that's supposed to be very valuable information to the building manager.
Right.
But doesn't the building manager know where people are?
Of course, I mean, you can think this way, but think about now a high bay in a warehouse.
Okay.
And usually, when you want to improve the warehouse, what you do, you're going to do a Kaizen workshop, and you stop the factory for half a day. You get the people to work together and to try to improve the logistic flow, for example. Suddenly, if you have a high bay, which has some sensors, they can detect the presence, and they can detect that in one area of the warehouse, you have space which is not occupied, while on the other area, it's very busy, etc. And then with a backend, with computers, you can reorganize your warehouse real time. And you can do that all of the time without stopping your warehouse. So this is one possible application of this kind of sensors. So building occupancy, you can also do that. Of course, you know more or less where the people, but you can do the same type of occupancy. For example, detect where the people in the office, if they sit more in one area rather than the other area, and try to improve the other area, etc. And you can do that real time now.
Okay, tell our audience what really excites you about the future of lighting.
What really excites me about the future of lighting is that there's a lot of opportunities still available. We have worked a lot in the past on lumens per dollars, lumens per watt.
Right.
And we continue.
We're getting away from that method.
And we are continuing working on that. That's our task, okay? That's the task of an LED manufacturer. So I'm currently doing a lot of that. But what's really exciting with this lighting is that I feel that we are only at the beginning of the possibilities of smart lighting. And with all these technologies that the component manufacturer like me can give to a lighting manufacturer, we can do a lot of things. The lighting manufacturer has a lot of expertise. He knows which kind of luminaires he should develop. He knows the software, doing backends, network, etc. I have all the hardware competence. And if the lighting manufacturer can work very closely with an LED manufacturer like us, for example, like OSRAM Opto, then we can enable a lot of functionalities which can change the world, which can suddenly bring the lighting to the next generation of the luminaire in this space. And that's really exciting, because I think that together we'll be able to improve what we are doing in lighting.
Well, Emmanuel, it does sound very exciting. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
I want to stop by your booth.
Yeah, absolutely.